Well, this is a morning parade I think I can get used to.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan. This is Abby. Welcome to Lost and Unlocals.
Hey guys! It feels weird to be sitting talking to you again. It has been a long time.
It has. Several months.
Yeah, at least 2 months.
Yeah.
So, we've debated back and forth on whether to tell you what's been going on or not. In a way we want you to know, but also in a way we know we'll probably get flack for it. And we just aren't comfortable with a lot of aspects of it.
Yeah.
So anyway, but we are on the island of Naxos. We are in this beautiful studio outside one of the world's most perfect beaches, and we're just taking a little bit of rest. So we have been absent from YouTube for about 2 months because we have been in Ukraine. We were in Estonia exploring when the war broke out, or we were in Finland.
We're in
actually.
Finland, yeah.
And we went to Estonia for a week to decide what, if anything, we were going to do. And then there was a crisis response company that we knew of and trusted that was deploying to Ukraine the next week. And we decided to hop on board. So since about March 13th?
I think so, yeah.
March 13th, somewhere in there, we have been in Ukraine. A few different cities. We sort of steadily moved our way eastward as the company got, settled in and found partners, and spent the last probably month or so in Kyiv. We don't know how much we're going to tell you about that because we're really torn. Like, there are things we want you to know. You need to know about the atrocities that are happening in Ukraine. And we just love to tell you where we've been and what we've been doing. And not that we even really make much on our YouTube, we don't actually, but we also don't want to monetize off the atrocities that are happening in Ukraine. We don't want to make channel landmarks and goals off of that. And we didn't really film it all while we were there.
No, we didn't. No.
First of all, and we didn't really film it all while we were there.
No, we didn't. No.
First of all, we were working incredibly hard and we were really busy. And secondly, it just wouldn't have been appropriate. So yeah, that's where we are. So we don't know how much we're going to tell you about that in the future or how much we're going to show you. We're still thinking about it. But what we do know is that we've done a lot of mission work in our lives. We've lived in, or done some longer stints in a lot of difficult places, but have never been exhausted like I was coming out of Ukraine. And just totally mentally exhausted. And a lot of that was due to the nature of what my job was there. But I knew I needed a place that I could think and process all the things that we saw and heard. And I knew I needed somewhere quiet and where I didn't have to do much planning. And honestly, when we left Greece last summer, we weren't really sure that we'd ever be back.
True.
It was kind of like, oh, that was nice, did it? But it wasn't somewhere that we just fell in love with. But there was a cheap flight to Athens, and I saw this on booking.com just randomly. I saw this Siliamo Studios, and I was like, wow, that place just looks delightful. Like, it just looks so peaceful. And we looked at 100 different other places, but my heart just kept kind of being drawn back to Naxos. And we did come to this island before, but we didn't leave spend any time here.
Like a day here, yeah.
Yeah, we just overnighted. And it was really funny because a British man told us in the restaurant, once you come to Naxos, you will always come back. I'll see you again. And we just kind of laughed because we were thinking, no, probably not.
Yeah.
But his prophecy was true, and here we are. And it's been perfect. We've spent about 3 days here just staring at the water and processing some things and talking about some things and having some hard conversations. And like we said, you're free to ask us any questions you want. in the comments, and we will answer them to the best of our ability and in truth. For now, we're gonna go back to the beach on Naxos and think about it some more. And we'll show you around a bit too. Let's go.
Well, this is a morning parade I think I can get used to.
So as I told you earlier, I had seen this really adorable boutique hotel on booking.com and I just couldn't get my mind off of it. Like, everywhere else we looked at wasn't good enough, and I had to have it. So here we are. We've actually been here at Siliyama Studios in Naxos for a few days now, but due to a little booking error, we decided to extend today, and I thought it would be in the same room. It unfortunately was not. So we are moving to a new room today, but since we spent the first few days relaxing and didn't show you our room, at least now we have a clean room to show you. But it's like a room with a twin bed. But anyway, we still have a pretty decent view. It's not as good as our first room view was, but we have a nice little patio area here. Our little table patio area. Not a bad view. Handsome husband. So each of the rooms here are like little studio apartments. Our last room did have a big bed in it. Now we have 2 twin-size beds, but you know, that's okay because I like to sleep by myself anyway. And little baby freezers, really simple bathrooms. It's not a fancy place, but it is on the southwest corner of the island. The beach is pristine sand surrounded by these beautiful marble cliffs. There's hiking trails all up to the side. The ocean is absolutely pristine and perfect. There's beautiful lounge chairs that are included in your stay. There's a restaurant downstairs. There's very, very, very few people. And it's kind of just heaven on earth. And it's exactly what I needed. So, no complaints here.
Well, we followed a goat path. Found something a little unexpected. Couldn't see it till the very last second either. Just about fall in. Hey you! It's nice to be exploring with you again. Especially on the beautiful Naxos. I mean, seriously, look at that.
See how the sailboats makes me want to learn how to sail.
Oh, geez. Hey there, peeps. Ooh, that sun is bright. Ooh-wee. Anyway, we decided to take our little Fiat Panda out for a drive and get away from the beach today, which was hard to draw myself away from. But anywho, there's an ancient temple here on Naxos as well as some other cool stuff. So we are starting our adventure today with the Temple of Demeter, which is from the 6th century BC and was built for the goddess of fertility. Not like people fertility, but like land fertility, because this is a big farming area. So here we go. $4 entrance fee, and there's an included museum. Love a freebie.
It's not a freebie. We just paid for it, honey.
Correction, folks. Google said 6th century, but all the placards here say 8th century BC. So we're gonna go with 8th century instead.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so we're in the little small town of Kyiv now, which is spelled with a CH or an H, but pronounced sort of like with an F, so Kyiv. And it is the home of a little distillery that makes the signature, I guess, I don't know, distilled beverage of Naxos Island called citron. And it's made from this like giant yellow citron fruit kind of thing. So we're gonna go learn about it. Tell me how cute the village is.
This village is super cute.
It says the citron fruit originally came from Persia and was known as the Median apple.
Here.
And you said this is how old? 1896. 1896.
And it's still working.
It's still working. Wow. So she was just telling us that the distillation process is really kind of different. It's not fermented fruit. They actually take the leaves and they mix it with alcohol and water and then distill it, and it just like gives the aroma of the citron into the alcohol. And yeah, this baby still works.
Yellow and yellow. Green is light, yellow and white is medium, and yellow is strong.
She said if it's green, it's light. If it's white, it's medium. And if it's yellow, it's really strong. So there's your guide.
Which one is that?
I guess I'll try the middle one.
Okay. If you want to try another, pick your glass.
Okay. Thank you. So what kind of alcohol goes in here?
33%.
33.
But what, I guess it's just regular ethanol? Okay.
It's very good to drink after food for digestive
Oh, okay.
or make cocktail.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah, that's nice. I don't know what it tastes like, but
What do you recommend?
Strongest.
the strongest one, go with the yellow one. She said the green one's really sweet, so you probably wouldn't like it anyway.
Double distilled, less sweet. Oh, it does have, that is pretty good. It has like it's a citrus,
Yes.
citrus taste to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Citrus is like a big lemon.
It kind of has that,
The
yeah.
fruit it's like a big lemon, but it's not lemon, it's same family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nice. So that was really nice, and it was free, even the samples. We didn't pay for a single thing. And she was very informative. So, they've been using this thing for centuries and it still works. Fabulous. She said it's only sold here, they only make it locally, they don't sell it anywhere else, so if you want to buy it, you have to buy it here. I must say it was quite tasty. Stinking adorable. So there's this ancient walkway that goes all the way through like the historic center of the island of Naxos, and you can see most of all the like ancient historical sites and stuff by taking a big trek through it. We did not know that, nor did we plan on doing that, so we don't have any water or any food or anything, but if you come to Naxos and you like to hike, maybe take the big trek, because you can pretty much see all the things we're going to see today and not have to worry about finding a parking spot.
Wow. What did you for lunch?
So a couple of days ago we decided to rent a car, and we found a local place that had a good price, and the little girl was super sweet. And she whipped out this big map and she started showing us all over the island and telling us all of her favorite places to eat. And near the village of Aparathos, which is like a village made of Naxian marble, which we'll show you in a little bit, but she said there was a restaurant called Rotunda that had the best view, and she wasn't lying. Aww. look at that super cute windmill. It's closed. Alright, so Naxos is famous for a few things. But Naxian marble, it's a big thing, and there's marble all over the village. This village of Atrocity is supposed to be the village of marble, or so the girl told us when we rented our car, but it just looks like a normal village. She said everything here was made out of marble, but it just looks like normal brick buildings to us. However, the beach that we're staying on, if you go around the curve to the side, the whole peninsula is just covered in marbles. So there is a lot of marble here. They're famous for that. Secondarily, cheeses. Local cheeses are their big deal here, so we're gonna have some local cheese. So that was good timing. I was just talking about the local cheese when she showed up with it. So this is the Gruyere cheese. It's one of the locals here. And it's actually funny here, you never hardly see cows in Greece, like it's not really a thing. But this morning we came across this entire giant herd of dairy cows, and like big dairy cows. I'm like, oh, like looks like something from back home in Arkansas, not in Greece. But then I remembered Naxos is famous for its cheese. So I mean, I've never met a cheese I didn't like. That's pretty tasty. So we decided to try the local wine too with the cheese. It's a weird color. It almost looks like iced tea. There was quite a lot of it. And it's quite strong. It doesn't really even taste like wine. It tastes like brandy. We're gonna need a few people to help us out here. You've gotta love a cafe who brings you free dessert and cheesecake at that. Delightful.
Definitely one of your faves.
Y'all. That's real good. Wow.
Figured out, so it's the walkway that's made of marble. Just keep sitting. In the street, rearranging the bag.
And consolidate. Hey guys. So, our adventures on Naxos have come to an end, and once again, the Greek people are just absolutely delightful. Not only did we just meet the most two adorable Airbnb hosts ever, thank you Josephine and your friend who didn't give us her name, you guys are adorable, but also our taxi driver decided that he wanted to know what our favorite Greek foods were, so we told him, and then he asked if we liked sweets, and we said yes, and he began to tell us about his favorite Greek sweet, which translates to sour cherry, but I'm not sure what the word is in Greek. If you've ever tried to speak Greek or read Greek, it's incredibly difficult. But anyway, after telling us about it and describing it to us, he decided that we needed to stop by his favorite shop because it was open, and he bought us 4 of them. The taxi driver. Like, I'm supposed to pay you. But he bought me 4 of his favorite treats. He was adorable. And I didn't catch his name. I did ask, but I didn't understand his answer. And we were going to film him and show him to you on camera because he was so delightful, but
It was very, very dark in the street that he dropped us off in, and everybody was waiting on us, and so we didn't have time, but you'll just have to trust us. He was an awesome local and a good human. He bought me sweets. Anywho, this is the end of our Naxos journey. Tomorrow we fly to Budapest, and we'll show you around the city in Budapest. But for now, we had a lovely few days relaxing on the beach. We did do a little more exploring than last time, but mostly we still just sat on the beach. Apparently, Naxos is going to be the place that we go to retreat and sit on the beach. We still don't know how we feel about Ukraine. We still don't know how much we're going to tell you about it. And we're definitely still processing all of the things that happened and all of the stories, and yeah. If there's a way we can present it that benefits the people of Ukraine and that doesn't feel like exploitation, if there's a way we can tell their stories that's uplifting and brings awareness to the cause, then we will. And if not, then we won't. So that's kind of where we've landed. So we hope you guys don't mind us taking a little break from making films for a while and taking a break this week from our Turkey travels, but it was just a little interlude. Next week we'll hop right back into our tour of Turkey. We will continue with part 3, I think, of our Turkish road trip with our favorite little local town of Güzelyurt and the incredible Ilara Canyon. So stay tuned for that. We'll have that up for you really soon. Until then, thanks for hanging in there with us. Thanks for thinking of us, and we'll see you next week. Get lost.